Have you ever felt a sudden chill, a whisper in your mind that told you to stop, to turn back, or to choose a different path, only to discover later that you had narrowly escaped a disaster? Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to walk through the most violent storms of life without ever getting wet, as if an invisible hand were holding an umbrella of light over their heads? Today, we are peering behind the veil of the material world to uncover a truth that many sense, but few can. Explain. There are souls among us born under specific celestial alignments who do not walk alone. They carry a mark, a silent resonance that acts as a fortress against the shadows. We are talking about the chosen ones of the Zodiac, those whose auras are not merely energy, but a sealed sanctuary. Before we descend into this mystical journey to see if your sign is one of the 4 legendary guardians of the light, I invite you to open your heart. If you feel the call of the stars, if you know there is more to your life than what meets the eye, subscribe to our Circle of Wisdom and leave a comment below with the words, "I am protected." By doing so, you ground your intention and signal to the universe that you are ready to receive its highest frequencies. Now take a deep breath, settle into the rhythm of your own heartbeat and listen closely, for what I'm about to tell you might be the reason you have survived everything that was meant to break you. In the vast, swirling expanse of the cosmos, energy is the only true currency. We are all broadcasters and receivers, yet not all spirits are tuned to the same frequency. There exists a concept known as the sealed aura, a spiritual phenomenon where the energetic boundary of a human being becomes impenetrable to lower vibrations. Imagine a sphere of crystalline light, vibrating so rapidly that no malice, no envy, and no darkness can find a foothold upon its surface. This is not a gift given to everyone, but a sacred inheritance for specific signs who have been tasked with a higher purpose on this earthly plane. These individuals are flanked by what we call the silent sentinels, or guardian angels, who act as cosmic architects, weaving a shield around their charges. This protection is not a wall that shuts the world out, but a filter that allows only truth and love to enter while reflecting negativity back to its source, with the power of 1,000 mirrors. You might call it luck, you might call it coincidence, but in the realm of the spirit, there are no accidents. You have been chosen to carry a light that the world cannot extinguish. This connection is ancient, forged in the stars long before you took your first breath, and today we reveal the 4 signs that possess this extraordinary, unshakable armor of the soul. Listen now to the story of the first guardian, the child of invincible fire, the magnificent Leo. You often see the Leo as the king of the jungle, the center of attention, but what the world rarely sees is the invisible fortress that surrounds them. Leo is not just ruled by the sun, they are an extension of its purifying flame. Have you ever noticed how a Leo can enter a room filled with tension, and without saying a word, the atmosphere begins to shift? This is their aura at work. Their protection manifests as a celestial fire that burns away the etheric parasites of others. To be a Leo is to be a solar gateway. There are times in your life, dear Leo, when you felt a sudden, inexplicable surge of confidence right when you should have been afraid. That was not just your ego, that was your guardian angel standing behind you, expanding your presence until you became too large for your enemies to handle. You have survived betrayals that would have withered others, because your spirit has an automatic reset button. When people cast shadows of envy toward you, they find that their arrows never land. They simply melt in the heat of your radiance. Think of the times you walked away from a toxic situation and felt an immediate lightness, as if a weight had been lifted by unseen hands. Your strength lies in your authenticity. When you are truly yourself, your aura becomes a diamond. Never dim your light to make others comfortable, for your glow is the very thing that keeps you safe. Tell us, Leo, when was the last time you felt an invisible force pushing you toward greatness? Now move your focus to the silent power of the earth, to the one who is the invisible wall, Virgo. Many perceive Virgo through the lens of logic and order, but there is a deep esoteric mystery to this sign. Virgo possesses the purity of the primordial essence. Their protection is not a wall of fire like Leo's, but a wall of glass, transparent, silent, and incredibly strong. A Virgo's aura is sealed through their discernment. Have you ever felt a sudden, visceral no in your gut about a person who seemed perfectly nice to everyone else, only to find out months later that they were untrustworthy? That is your spiritual shield speaking to you. For Virgo, protection is an act of refinement. Your guardian angels work through your intuition, giving you a holy, hyper-awareness that allows you to see the cracks in the facade of reality. You're often saved by the details, the small delay, the forgotten key that makes you go back inside, the intuition to check the stove one last time. These are not anxieties. They are the whispers of your protectors keeping you out of harm's way. Your body is a temple that knows how to reject what is not sacred. When you stay true to your standards and refuse to settle for chaos, your aura seals tight, becoming an impenetrable sanctuary of peace. Virgo, have you ever experienced a lucky coincidence that felt more like a divine intervention? Share your story of being guided by the silent voice of your soul. We descend now into the depths, to the sign of the armored soul, Scorpio. Of all the signs, Scorpio is the one who can walk through the valley of the shadow of death and fear no evil, for they are the shadow's master. Your protection, Scorpio, is unique. It is a cloak of invisibility and a shield of obsidian. While others are protected by the light, you are protected by the mystery. Your aura is a deep, swirling vortex that absorbs negativity and transforms it into wisdom. You have a premonitory gift that borders on the supernatural. You see the unseen, you feel the unspoken, and you know the unknown. How many times have you felt a heavy presence leave you just as you decided to cut a tie with a person from your past? That was your spiritual armor shedding its old skin. Your guardian angels are warriors of the night, standing guard at the gates of your heart. When someone tries to harm a Scorpio, they often find that their own negativity returns to them twofold, not because Scorpio seeks revenge, but because their aura is a perfect vacuum that sends back what it cannot consume. You are a survivor of the deepest waters, a soul that has died and been reborn 1,000 times. Your strength is your depth. The more you trust your dark, watery intuition, the more protected you become. Tell us, Scorpio, about the time you saw the truth before it was ever spoken. How did that inner vision save you? Finally, we climb to the highest peak to meet the mountain's shield, the unshakable Capricorn. You are the sign of the ancient stones, the one who stands firm when the world is shaking. Your spiritual protection is built on the foundation of integrity and time. Capricorn's aura is like a fortress of granite, slow to build but impossible to breach. You are protected by the ancestors, by the weight of those who came before you, providing a lineage of strength that acts as a spiritual buffer. Have you ever noticed, Capricorn, that even when you're at your lowest point, you still possess a strange stoic power? That is your seal. Your guardian angels are the architects of destiny, ensuring that your path is cleared of obstacles that would prevent you from reaching your summit. Your protection manifests as a miraculous endurance. You survive the long winters of life when others give up, and you find that resources appear just as you're about to run out. The evil directed at you simply breaks against your resolve like waves against a cliff. You are the guardian of the tradition of light. When you act with honor, your aura grows dense and golden, making you a pillar of safety for others as well. Think of the storms you have outlasted, the moments where you were the only one left standing. How did it feel to realize that you were being held up by something much larger than yourself? My dear friends, whether you found your sign in these descriptions or not, you must understand that the universe does not leave any of its children defenseless. The signs we spoke of, the fire of Leo, the purity of Virgo, the depth of Scorpio, and the resilience of Capricorn, are archetypes of the various ways the divine protects us. But this protection is a two-way street. Your aura is a living, breathing reflection of your internal state. To strengthen your own sealed aura, you must practice the art of spiritual hygiene. Just as you wash your body, you must wash your spirit. Use the power of cleansing baths with sea salt and hyssop to scrub away the energetic debris of the day. Spend time in silence, for the voice of your guardian angel cannot be heard over the roar of a busy mind. Most importantly, live with integrity. When your actions align with your soul's truth, there are no holes in your armor for negativity to enter. You are a being of light, dressed in a garment of stars, and you were never meant to live in fear. Now I ask you to take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Look back at the close calls, the gut feelings, and the miraculous escapes. These were not mere luck. They were the moments your sealed aura and your protectors were working in perfect harmony. If you feel a sense of peace washing over you right now, it is because your spirit recognizes these truths. I invite you to share this light with others. Like this video to seal this energy into your day, and share it with someone who needs to remember that they are not alone. Subscribe to stay connected to this frequency of wisdom and protection. As we part ways for now, remember this: the stars may guide your path, but your light is what clears the way. Walk in confidence, walk in peace, and always remember, you are guarded, you are guided, and you are infinitely loved. Until we meet again in the next transmission of the heavens, keep your aura bright and your heart open to the wonders of the Zodiac. What is the one thing you will do today to honor your spiritual protection? I look forward to reading your stories in the comments below. Would you like me to create a specific meditation script for one of these signs to further strengthen their energetic seal?